government for imposing curfew in Valley area to curtail the peace rallies called by Kwairaman Imakaithil Joint Coordination Committee demanding normalcy in Manipur. Mairapaibi women carried out widespread protest demonstrations in Valley area amid total curfew, extending solidarity to Kwairaman Imakaithil Joint Coordination Committee. Vehicles of protest rally organizers met with accident at Wangjing Market under Thobal police station. One woman market vendor killed and 9 others sustained injuries. Five-member fact-finding delegation of All India Trinamool Congress arrives in Imphal on Tuesday Manipur visit to take stock of prevailing crisis. Centre convenes all-party meeting ahead of monsoon season of Parliament to ensure smooth functioning of both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Centre decides to discuss Manipur issue in Parliament. Unidentified miscreants from the Laishond village of Churachandpur district opened fire towards Tangjeng Khunjao under Sugno police station. Villagers of Tangjeng Khunjao flee to safer places indeed. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Now the news in details. Meitei womenfolk took a dig at Manipur government for imposing curfew in Valley area today in order to curtail their peace demonstration. They termed the government's decision as cowardly. In spite of imposing of total curfew, members of Kwairaman Imakaithil Joint Coordination Committee staged protest meet at Nagamapal Singjubung, Leirak. They chanted slogans demanding emergency session of the Manipur Legislative Assembly, Manipur integration, abrogation of suspension of operation against agreement with Kuki outfit and implementation of NRC in the state. A representative of the committee demanded the government to stop armed miscreant at hilltops from opening fire towards Meitei civilians. She took a sarcastic dig at Manipur government for dismantling bunkers and carrying out combing operations in Valley area but not daring to visit Churachandpur district till date. She also questioned why no restrictions or curfew were imposed on the day when Chief Minister Nongthom Biren tried to tender his resignation. Similar protests were also staged at the Khuyathong, Pukri, Achauba and other areas of Thangmaiban.
Lengak tapin da ba mana yamna ingna tapna kholau ama ani khak laujage haibasita yamna hekta nanghora roi matagum yamna hekta phanghora roi matagum hekta Manipur punamaki Imphal East and the West se curfew thamba adudi lengak na khoi ki community se ki rai bata ko natro singda Payengda, Khojumanta Bida, Moirangda, Shekmaida, Dolai Tabiromda, Koki Meletrianina, Kapai Base, Langang and Natikla, Lepalo, Adusungam de, Maitai Oiba, Koida Hansan Zasalaga, Bankar to Gaibiba, Combingo Presenta Biba, Hoji, Akoigi, Lengago, Basibu, Tampuranga Mibo, Adungam de Vanuina, Impal, the Kola, Kola, Gabot and the Noina Carpiu Kaina, Yam Ningmani, Migi Mamang, the Suyam, Ikaizabani, Lengaxe to Kimati Pangre, Adudi, Ima Iben Boki, the Namoina Carputa Maga, Cookie, the Modi Macala, tak, ni Akiramani, Yadre, Lenga Yadre, Duna Koidi, Hanzan Kola, Togini, Towning Bakarputa, Towning Batabak, Darka Late, Imaleba, Ningtam Neba, Mama, Viakoina, Quanche Pizilangana, Manipur can never Taurang Towni, Imaleba Manipuna, Imaleba Manipuna.
Akoina CM Thadokpa Yaroi Haidana, Lising Kana protest over Satpamatam Dadi, Karsu curfew Tambigi Deva, Aduna Hujikna, Mama Obi Sing Sina, Manipugi Kachin Koya, Manipur Sin Matuna, Chorokta, Toga, Ngaktan Lepsaraga. Kolau amani khak laujage habisida curfew thambide ise kari maramgi no habisim so hangjaningi masumaina tawtaragadi akhoi jo makha tarakpada mafamgi matamgi chana chunaba khongjangdi suklep lepoi akhoi yengnaba singi haitare amana MLA amana CSOs akhang haising aduga amana phulai paiba amana social media mari sina aman heta mamang thara chajaba akhoi gi maitei gi dikadai no ba wahang sigi pakhum jo itaninge ba
Mairapaibi women carried out widespread protest meet in Valley area today amidst total curfew, extending solidarity to mothers' protest called by Khwairamband Ima Kaithil Joint Coordination Committee for Peace in Manipur. Mairapaibi women of Thangmaiban Hijam Diwan Laikai staged sit-in near Philo Club. Speaking on the sideline, chairman of Philo Club Women Wing, S. Ibotombi, said mothers are heartbroken and getting restless as their innocent sons are being killed by Myanmar-based Kuki militants along with Kuki militants under suspension of operation. She said the sit-in was organized to wake up center and state government who are keeping stoic face and not taking any concrete step to end the violence. Mairapaibi unit of Thangmaiban Thingeld Maning Laikai also held protest meet today. Taking part in the protest, Prokamband Abe, a Mairapaibi women warned that women might even take sacrifice their life if governments at the state and center failed to sort out the issues at the earliest. On the other hand, police prevented Mairapaibi women from carrying out protest meet at Thangmaiban Maishnam Laikai Ima Panthoibi Sanglen, ensuing a heated confrontation. A protesting mother and women chanted slogans against disintegration of Manipur and demanded restoration of normalcy in Manipur. Kaidem Laikai Apunba Nupi Loop and KSDO members and volunteers staged sit-in at Kongpal Mayai Thong demanding restoration of peace and normalcy in the state. Participants held a placard against narco-terrorism, demanding assembly sessions to solve the present crisis and implementation of NRC in Manipur. Amateur Athletic Association, Ekatren and Kongpal Porompat Women Welfare Association also staged a sit-in with similar demands at Ekatren Community Hall in Kongpal, Kongkhamt, Laikai, Porompat. Mairapaibi women of Porompat Thawant Haba Laikai also took out a protest meet demanding restoration of peace and normalcy in Manipur. Mairapaibi women of Kongba Laishram Laikai Turel Mamang also staged protest meet at Kongba Laishram Laikai Turel Mamang Community Hall, while Nongpok Laingak Nupi Lupt and Wangkai Nongpok Women's Development Association staged protest meet at Wangkai demanding NRC in Manipur and protection of Manipur's territorial integrity. Along the Kurai Tinsit Road, members of Top Awang Laikai East Mairapaibi, Kurai Ningthobung Eastern Sporting Association, Top Awang Laikai Mairapaibi, Moirang Kampung Mairapaibi, Khewa Bazaar and the Kurai Ningthobung Laikai Mairapaibi Lupt also took out protest demonstration culmination of the prevailing conflict. They condemned killing of innocent civilians by Kuki militants and demanded implementation of NRC into Manipur, abrogation of suspension of agreement pact with Kuki militants and removal of Assam rifle from Manipur. Youth Development Club and Thangapat Mapal Mairapaibi Lupt also took out protests under the banner of Khwairamband Ima Kaithil Joint Coordinating Committee for Peace, demanding restoration of normalcy and against disintegration of Manipur. Mairapaibi women of Hairangoi Thong Maibam Laikai also staged protest meet at Star Volunteer Club complex, demanding Manipur legislatures to raise a Manipur issue in the upcoming monsoon seasons of parliament. They chanted slogans demanding restoration of normalcy and against disintegration of Manipur. They also condemned imposition of curfew amid peace protests called by mothers. Demanding special assembly session, women from the Brahmapur Aribam Laikai and its vicinity also took out agitation at the Youth Club Brahmapur ground. They also demanded implementation of NRC and whipping out narco-terrorism from the state. Brahmapur Harikagok Mapal Apunba Mairapai B also state sit-in demanding elimination of narco-terrorists, implementation of NRC and to convene an assembly session to discuss the present crisis. Youth Welfare Organization and Nupi Yaifa Chowkhat Thaurang looked also states protest meet at Singjamai Mathak Thokchom Laikai. Demanding peace and normalcy in strife-torn Manipur, Mairapai is in Imphal West today protested amid curfew. Liwa Idol Women's Association in Singjamai Chingamakha Liwa Lambi Ningthogjam Laikai and Women's Welfare Association Liwa Lambi Ningthogjam Laikai carried out agitation in separate locations. Similar agitations were also held at various locations of Haubam Marak Ngangom Laikai and Haubam Marak Kangjam Laikai. Mairapai women of Kaisamthong Top Leirak Mamang Laikai. Mairapai also staged protest meet in solidarity to Quaramband Imakaithil Joint Coordinating Committee for Peace. Mairapai women of Sagolband Nepra Menjor Mamang Laikai also staged sit-in demanding restoration of peace and normalcy in Manipur. Mairapai volunteers and women of the Brahmapur Lalji Lakpa Laikai also staged sit-in at the hold of Brahmapur Social Club demanding assembly session. Members of the Women Welfare Association Langdum and all clubs organization of Langdum staged human chain protest demanding restoration of normalcy and against narco-terrorism and disintegration of Manipur. Mairapai women of Iroisemba area also took out protests condemning state and central government for failing to resolve the Manipur crisis. They demanded state governments to convene an emergency state assembly session at the earliest to discuss on concrete decisions to restore prevailing crisis. Nongpok Ningthau Panthoibi Development Committee, Kairao Bitra and all Kairao Mairapai Apunbaluk also took out similar protests at the Tarung Makhong Lampak. They condemned Prime Minister Narendra Modi for his silence over Manipur conflict. Khanarok Women's Development Association also staged protest meet at Khanarok Community Hall, while the Chingtam Social Welfare Union and Bamon Kampu Women's Welfare Association staged sit-in Bamon Kampu, Makhalaikai. Clubs and Mairapai in Moirangkhom, Saugaijam, Leirak, Imphal also held protest demonstrations. Locals condemned the imposition of curfew by government just ahead of the massive peace demonstration today. They also condemned that bunkers in hills are still not removed when bunkers are removed from valley areas. Members of Social Welfare Club of Kwakait held Nganapi Thong along with local Meirapaibi women staged human chain protests demanding restoration of peace and normalcy in the state. They also chanted slogans demanding emergency assembly session, abrogation of suspension of Operation PAG with cookie bulletins, implementation of NRC and protection of Manipur's territorial integrity. Over various demands, Meirapaibis in Tera, Lokram, Leirag also took out agitation today. Similar protest demonstrations under the banner of Kwairamban Ima Kaithel Joint Coordinating Committee for Peace were also held across Vishnupur district today. Protest demonstrations were held at Nambol, Oinam, Kaino, Yumnam Kuno, Ngaikong Kuno, Vishnupur, Nacho, Potsangbam and Ningthau Khong of Vishnupur. Lamdeng Apunba Maira Paibi Lupt, Konthaujam Apunba Maira Lupt, Awang Kuno Apunba Maira Lupt, Sagol Tongba Apunba Maira Lupt and Langjing Achauba Maira Lupt jointly carried out protests in different locations along the Imphal Giri Road. Protesters chanted slogans demanding the government to hold an assembly session at the soonest. Youth Association Tau Thong Lamsang Thong Maning Lingthoi Ngambi Women's Welfare Association, Lamsang Thong Maning and Kwairamban Ima Kaithel Joint Coordinating Committee for Peace Imphal Manipur also staged sit-in at Lamsang. Police put out a barbed wire and intercepted members from the Langshai Thauna Kakching from the carrying out vehicles rally from the Kakching Lamkai and the Kakching Bazar Thong Kong and Kakching Kongnang Marifangba. However, the members took a different route via Sekmai Jind and Kairak and continued their rally chanting "Long Live Manipur" slogan. A women market vendor died while 9 others, including a minor, sustained injuries when the vehicle they were traveling was rammed by another vehicle at Wangjing Kaithel under Thobal police station last night at around 8. Reportedly, they were prepping up for today's mass agitation under the banner of Kwairamban Ima Kaithel's Joint Coordinating Committee for Peace. Their eco-van bearing registration number MN01 AS1338 was rammed by a Maruti Suzuki XX4 bearing registration number MN05A5479 as they were heading homes after delivering items for carrying out protest demonstration. All the injured persons are getting treatment at RIMS Hospital after receiving first aid at District Hospital Taubal. The deceased woman is identified as 41-year-old Ningombam Ronibala alias Ichin from Singjumai, Waikomlikai. Fact-finding delegation of All India Trinamool Congress arrived in Imphal today on a 2-day state visit to take stock of the prevailing violence. The 5-member delegation comprises Rajya Sabha MP and Parliamentary Party leader Delek O'Brien, MP and Chief Whip Lok Sabha Kalyan Banerjee, MP and Deputy Leader Lok Sabha Drs. Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar, Rajya Sabha MP Dola Sen and Rajya Sabha MP Shushmita Dev. Members of Trinamool Congress Manipur welcomed the visiting delegations upon their arrival at the Imphal International Airport. The TMC delegation took a chopper from the airport to Churachandpur district to meet with people in the district. Later in the afternoon, the team also met with displaced people at relief camps in Imphal and Manipur Governor Anusuya Uike. Speaking to media at the airport, Rajya Sabha MP Shushmita Dev said the fact-finding committee was formed under the initiative of Trinamool Congress Supremo and West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee with an aim to facilitate restoration of peace and normalcy in Manipur. She said they had given the prior information to Chief Minister and the Governor regarding their state visit. Susmita said The party will stand with the people of Manipur during parliament session which begins tomorrow. She also said TMC want peace and harmonious coexistence of people in Manipur. Speaking to media, Rajya Sabha MP Dola Sen said they have come to Manipur to hear the grievances of common people and the same will be communicated to the party supremo Mamata Banerjee for further actions.
Mamata Banerjee ji wrote to Amit Shah ji in June that she herself wanted to visit Manipur, but Home Minister of India only acknowledged her letter but did not facilitate her visit. Then our leader Mamata Banerjee, CM of Bengal, gave us directions to come and visit Manipur for a day or two. We wrote to the Chief Minister of Manipur and the Manipur government. So today our visit starts. We want to assure the people of Manipur that our leader Mamata Banerjee, our leader Abhishek Banerjee want peace in Manipur. We want to hear and listen to all the groups because we want everyone to coexist in this state. Parliament is where the voice of this country is, and we will stand by the people of Manipur in the parliament. That's our strict instruction from our leader Mamata Di.
We are here to hear the people of Manipur, and we have been sent by our leader Mamata Banerjee. We will communicate her and then we'll work out what will be our next course of action.
Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on all-party meeting ahead of monsoon season of Parliament beginning tomorrow. We'll be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Cloud Pediatrics, an upcoming children's hospital nurturing togetherness in healthcare. Screen the piriba hangba posting asigi thabak kaujari. Interested candidates singna Cloud Pediatrics ki office 1 Singjamai Mathak Tokchom Laikai opposite Yumnam Laikai Lairambi Imphal West Lakpiduna on or before July 30 da resume pisan biba yaragani.
A vial-free pediatrics health checkup came from 21st to 23rd July at Caesar Hospitals, Langol. Benefits available at the camp are free OPD consultation, free immunization advice, growth and nutritional assessment, free vitamin A and D warming, counseling for excessive screen time of children, mobile addiction. For details, contact at the given number.
Welcome to UNACO College Kongman, a co-educational college affiliated to Manipur University, offering BA, BAc courses, regular classes with continuous evaluation, high-end technology-aided teaching, transportation, hostel and paying guest facilities at nominal cost are available. Session begins on 31st July 2023. Registration and admission is continuing.
Admission open. Sanali Street Tutorial Thangweban DMC Road Center Asigi New Foundation Course Class 8 amadi 11 Science. Second Foundation Course Class 9 amadi 10 BOSEM. Lagliba Julai ki tangkundagi haujaragani. Unit wise test, mock test, study materials, psychological counseling amadi recreational activities. CCTV camera coverage, neat and clean classroom loinana van service ki kudong sabasu pizari. Akopo morog damak phone number singas da contact tawiyo. Matamna nungtilgi pung mari dagina numidang wairam pung taruka minute yang kay faubani. Admission open. Langzinga Soba Tobungkok Rotalaiba Shairam College ki BBA Amadi UG PG Agriculture gi admission hausare. Lagliba July Kuntramatoi Fawda admission to Wiragadi admission fee Logjaroi Loina Chada Humfu Humudra Marifu Amadi ICAR Natraga CUET exam da Kalaba Mahiroi Singi Oinadi Akak number tuition fee discount Pizagani.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Prime Time, the English Bulletin. Moving on with our bulletin. Ahead of the monsoon session of Parliament beginning tomorrow, the government convened all-party meeting this afternoon to ensure smooth functioning of both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. During the meeting, chaired by Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, Centre sought cooperation from all political parties and also announced its decision to discuss the Manipur issue in the upcoming Parliament session, among other ranges of issues to be deliberated. The Business Advisory Committee of the Lok Sabha was also held today to discuss legislative business to be taken up during the session. The monsoon session will continue till August 11th and there will be a total of 17 sittings in this session spread over 23 days. Many important legislations including the Cinematography Amendment Bill, the Biological Diversity Amendment Bill, Distilled Personal Data Protection Bill, Forest Conservation Amendment Bill, Bill, the National Dental Commission Bill, National Nursing and Midwifery Commission Bill, and Multi-State Cooperative Society Amendment Bill 2022 are expected to be taken up during the session. It is taking place in the backdrop of ruling NDA alliance meeting and the opposition's newly formed alliance, namely India, meeting to chalk out their strategies for next year's Lok Sabha polls. Fresh firing was reported last night at Tangjeng Khunjau under Sugno police station. Unidentified miscreants opened fire from Laishond village of Churachandpur district. Villagers of Tangjeng Khunjau again fled their homes and moved to safer locations. It is worth mentioning that locals of Tangjeng Khunjau had returned to their respective homes some days ago as normalcy steadily returned in the area. Here is a report over the telephone line from Impact News reporter Ilangpong Mushuk.
Huju muchukche krai wai de leide aduga ngarang akoina pangjabada Tangjeng Khunjauda maruina nonini gi mamangda sero sugnu gi mamangda thoki birang dugi matungda khara normal si laena yamje hanjilakpagi pawmadi tajai adudai kari hujik kari update leidi dokhang sambiwa
hujik hangna leibam phamasi koi kaksing district ki sugnu ps na konba Tangjeng Khunjau haiba mafam adudani koi mafam asida koi ngarang numidang se tungni pan rom elakpa matamda koi haiba mafam asigi hek maning da leibada koi leiba khul singasi Bishampur district ki manung chanba aduga hujina koi kuki milden singna occupy tawduna leiba koi napat amadi Tangjeng halugi amadi Laishan village haiba sina koi Susampu gi district sing bazagani duga chan haiba area somdagi koi ngarang asi amu hana nauna na kuki milden singna haiba Tangjeng Khunjau romda koi nongoi kapsilakpadagi haiba area sing koi ngarang dang nongoi kapsilakpa aduna maram barakanda khunja kya koi lanjenare maruina haiba area sigi hek maning haiba koi nongmai kapsilaiba area rom asi hujik ITBTF yauna Central Paramilitary Forcing amadi hanba IRB gi personnel kya amasu lai haibagi mafam asigi khunja singna koida pawdam lai asumna koi Central amadi State Force maruina fast IRB gi personnel kya lairaga su haiba maikai adomdagi koi nongmai kapsilakwa sina maram barakanda koi haukiba mi tang kungani pan kumapan da koi serau sugunu area da kuki milten singna yum mai thaba amadi nongmai kapsilakpa tawpadagi koi lanjenna duna haiba Tangjeng Khunjau gi khunja sing adu su matam adu re hawakanda koi lanjenna ruwani adu ngasi numini huni gi mangda normal sida lae haiduna koi mafam sida yorokpaga koi leiba minini huni fadinge da ngarang asi amuhanna koi nongmai kapsilakhiba sina maram orakanda mafam asigi miyamna mafam sida leibada koi akiba faunabagi report adu khunja singi maikai dei phongdorei maruina koi yum khara da so koi hujik nongmai maru panbagi da phamsing leiramba khunja singna ulei maruina koi ngarang makoina nongmai kapsalaiba matam adusu koi khunja sing asi sak sanabagi leinaringi matam oibana maram orakanda miyamda hena asopan nangamba yabagi koi oithokpa leiba timing ni adu bulaiba phabana koi khunja sing adu asopan makti yahodre adubu mafam asida miyam koi leibadi akiba leinari adubu koi mapalamgi hujik thoiba state asigi irang asi laksan nabgidamakta Central Paramilitary Force kaya ama haraga su koi irang laksan bangamdre haibagi tanba miyamgi piendabu kholau lawingi sera asida ITBTF yauna Central Paramilitary Force kaya leiba maigei romdagi kuki milten singna nongoi kapakpa matamda haiba Central Force amadi fast ARBgi maikaidagi haiba kuki milten sing adu takthong nabgidamakta thabak amata laukhatkidaba asina maram orakanda yadasida koi irang laksan nabgidamakta lakhiba Central Paramilitary Force sing aduna koi irang asi laksan bangamloidra haibasi achawa hangama oiratwi maroina haiba Manipurgi makha maigai oiba koi serau sugunu yauna koi napa Tangjeng Khujuman tabina singba haiba area Susampur district tainaba area si hujik yamna kanna balan phamama oiba jaga amani maroina hujiki Chairen Mangjin Khujuman tabi haiba area si su ngasiga thana koi numit 18 nirom suna koi numit khudingi nongoi kamnai bam pham amani haiba area si su hujik phawba kuki milten sing tapok ꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯉꯝꯗꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕꯅꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯔꯤꯌꯥꯁꯤꯗ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯂꯦꯞꯄꯤ ꯃꯐꯝꯁꯤꯗꯩ ꯎꯕꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯨꯀꯤ ꯃꯤꯂꯤꯇꯦꯟꯅꯤ ꯆꯤꯡꯅꯕꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯌꯥꯝꯃꯕ ꯕꯪꯀꯔꯁꯤꯡ ꯆꯤꯡꯁꯥꯡ ꯄꯔꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯆꯥꯎꯅ ꯁꯥꯔꯒ ꯂꯩ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯈꯨꯟꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯐꯣꯡꯗꯣꯛꯄꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯨꯡ ꯏꯟꯅꯗꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯆꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯎꯔꯤꯕ ꯕꯪꯀꯔꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯅ ꯀꯨꯀꯤ ꯃꯤꯂꯤꯇꯦꯟꯁꯤꯡꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯈꯣꯡꯗ ꯁꯦꯟꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯜꯒꯤ ꯐꯣꯔꯁꯁꯤꯡ ꯂꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯔꯤꯄꯣꯔꯠꯁꯤꯡ ꯊꯝꯃꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯗꯥꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯗ꯭ꯔꯣꯟ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯑꯃ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯇꯥꯡꯖꯦꯡ ꯈꯨꯟꯖꯥꯎꯔꯣꯝ ꯑꯦꯔꯤꯌꯥꯔꯣꯝꯗ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯂꯦꯞꯇꯅ ꯊꯥꯖꯤꯜꯂꯛꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯔꯤꯄꯣꯔꯠꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯔꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯇꯝꯄꯥꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯦꯔꯤꯌꯥꯁꯤꯡꯗꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯩꯉꯥꯛꯅ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯕꯪꯀꯔ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯑꯃ ꯁꯤꯗꯣꯛꯑꯒꯁꯨ ꯆꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯗꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯛꯁꯤꯡꯗꯗꯤ ꯕꯪꯀꯔꯁꯤꯡ ꯁꯤꯗꯣꯛꯄꯒꯤ ꯃꯍꯨꯠꯇ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯒꯤ ꯑꯁꯨꯝ ꯃꯁꯤꯡ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯂꯛꯄꯒꯤ ꯔꯤꯄꯣꯔꯠꯇꯨꯃꯛ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯦꯔꯤꯌꯥꯁꯤꯗꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯃꯌꯦꯛ ꯂꯥꯅ ꯎꯕ ꯐꯪꯉꯤ
ꯐꯤꯕꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯗꯕꯁꯤ ITBPꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯕ BSFꯁꯨ ꯂꯩ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯑꯁꯣꯝ ꯅꯥꯀꯟꯁꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯠ ꯐꯣꯔꯁꯁꯨ ꯂꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯄꯥꯎ ꯇꯥꯏ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯨꯞꯅꯗꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯆꯤꯡꯃꯤ ꯇꯝꯃꯤꯒꯤ ꯈꯦꯠꯅꯕ ꯀꯩꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯇꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯏꯆꯤꯜ ꯏꯅꯥꯎꯅ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯂꯩꯖꯔꯤꯕꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯀꯟꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯜ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯗꯅ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯄꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯠ ꯐꯣꯔꯁ ꯂꯩ ꯑꯃꯁꯨꯡ ꯁꯦꯟꯇꯔꯒꯤ ꯐꯣꯔꯁ ꯂꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯥꯡꯖꯦꯡ ꯈꯨꯟꯖꯥꯎ ꯑꯩ ꯏꯁꯥꯃꯛꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯊꯧꯕꯥꯜ ꯗꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯛꯇ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯇꯥꯡꯖꯦꯡ ꯈꯨꯟꯖꯥꯎ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯁꯣꯝꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯃꯤꯄꯥꯏꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯈꯨꯟꯁꯤꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯩ ꯏꯁꯥꯃꯛ ꯌꯥꯎꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯉꯝꯗꯗꯅ ꯆꯦꯟꯊꯣꯛꯑꯒ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯁ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯐꯥꯎ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯊꯝꯖꯒꯦ
ꯏꯔꯥꯡꯁꯤ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯁꯨ ꯏꯔꯥꯡꯁꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯅꯦꯝꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯤ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ ꯅꯤꯅꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯌꯨꯝꯗ ꯆꯪꯂꯒ ꯂꯩꯅꯔꯕ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯉꯔꯥꯡ ꯄꯨꯡ 8:30 ꯑꯗꯨꯋꯥꯏꯗꯨꯗ ꯅꯥꯄꯠ ꯇꯥꯡꯖꯦꯡ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯂꯥꯏꯁꯟ ꯑꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯀꯥꯞꯊꯔꯛꯄꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯤ ꯆꯥꯛ ꯆꯥꯐꯝ ꯈꯪꯗꯗꯅ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛ ꯉꯥꯎꯆꯦꯟ ꯆꯦꯟꯅꯔꯦ ꯐꯥꯁ IRB ꯂꯩ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯦꯟꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯨ ꯂꯩ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯉꯥꯏꯍꯥꯛ ꯂꯩꯇꯅ ꯃꯤꯆꯝ ꯕꯖꯥꯔꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤꯃꯛꯇ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯩ ꯀꯥꯞꯁꯤꯜꯂꯛꯄꯁꯦ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯅ ꯃꯤꯠꯌꯦꯡ ꯆꯪꯍꯟꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ
ꯃꯁꯨ ꯃꯈꯥ ꯇꯥꯅ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯍꯪꯖꯅꯤꯡꯕꯅ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯩ ꯀꯥꯞꯄꯒꯤ ꯏꯟꯁꯤꯗꯦꯟ ꯊꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯈꯨꯟꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯣꯛ ꯑꯄꯟ ꯌꯥꯎꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯟꯗꯤꯁꯟꯅ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯆꯪꯉꯝꯃꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯀꯔꯥꯏꯋꯥꯏ ꯖꯒꯥꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯤ ꯌꯨꯝ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯑꯒ ꯂꯩꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯃꯐꯝ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯈꯔ ꯁꯥꯐꯒꯗꯧꯕ ꯃꯐꯝꯗ ꯂꯩꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯐꯤꯕꯝꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯗꯨ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ
ꯈꯨꯟꯖꯥꯁꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯈꯨꯟꯖꯥ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯤꯡꯗꯤ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯂꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯍꯟꯅ ꯂꯥꯟꯖꯦꯟꯅꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯆꯠꯃꯤꯟꯅꯔꯤꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯅꯨꯄꯥꯁꯤꯡꯅꯤ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯩꯍꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯁꯦ ꯈꯨꯟꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯥ ꯄꯥꯏꯕꯤ ꯂꯨꯆꯤꯡꯕꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯏ 3-4 ꯅꯠꯇꯅ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯃꯈꯩꯗꯤ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯥꯐꯒꯗꯕ ꯊꯪꯅꯕ ꯈꯨꯜꯒꯤ ꯏꯃꯨꯡ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯤ ꯃꯇꯥꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯍꯟꯅ ꯂꯥꯟꯖꯦꯟꯅꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯟꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯐꯣꯡꯗꯣꯛꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯈꯨꯟꯒꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯥꯁꯤꯡꯗꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯜ ꯉꯥꯛꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯂꯩꯍꯧꯔꯤ
ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯩ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯃꯈꯥ ꯇꯥꯕ ꯑꯞꯗꯦꯠꯀꯤꯗꯃꯛ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯄꯥꯎ ꯂꯧꯖꯔꯛꯀꯦ ꯊꯦꯡꯛ ꯌꯨ
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Mushuk. That was a very insightful report from the Tangjing area. And moving on with our bulletin, social activist Ningthauja Lancha today stressed on the need to revisit the merger agreement of 1949, which was signed between the erstwhile Manipur Kingdom and Indian government. He was speaking on the sideline of a public meeting which was held at the site of Ibutau Nongpok Ningthau Apanba Apanbi in Vishnupur district's Tronglaubi today. Representatives from about 400 villages of Manipur attended the meeting, which was held to discuss about reintroductions of customary laws in dealing with various issues. Speaking further, Ningthauja Lancha also stressed on the importance of all the Meiteis to come together in deciding the fate of the whole Meitei community and to chalk out means to deal with external forces. Retired lecturer of Manipuri literature, Thambalmarik College, Oinamd, and founder of Library of Manipur, Saroj Nalini Devi, has called on Manipur Governor Anushya Uike at Manipur Bhavan in Delhi. During the meeting, Saroj Nalini apprises the plights facing displaced people who are currently taking shelter at relief camps to the governor and urge her to restore peace and normalcy in the state at the earliest. Director of National Commission for Scheduled Tribes in New Delhi, Miranda Ingudam, and founder of Finding the Voices and US-based data analysis, Monica Ingudam, were present at the meeting. Thongju Kendra Relief Committee appreciated Bal Vidya Mandir Palace Compound for providing free education to 15 displaced students who are taking shelter at Ideal College Relief Camp in Thongju constituency. 20 local clubs along Khurai Tinsid Road form a new association called Seloi Nongpok Lamjing Lupt. Waikomd Anand is the convener of the new association formed with an aim to safeguard Meitei community against the Kuki aggressions. Anand termed the attack on civilians by Kuki militants as a form of demographic terrorism. Induction of the new association was held at the campus of Nongpok Chinguthong Meitei Laikold Thalosipi Lok Seloi Loimaiching. Leaders of Laikold Pantho, in the name of Ima Leishim Inat Loishang of the sect, donated 1 lakh rupees to the new association. Members of Nongpok Pana Apunbalukt were present on the occasion. Now the sports news. Youth Affairs and Sports Manipur kicked off 62nd state-level under-17 girls Subrata Mukherjee football tournament at main stadium of Kumalampak Stadium today. YAS Director T. Fulend, Senior Finance Officers Pari Thoihenba, actor and singer H. Sadananda and other distinguished personalities of YAS department attended the humble opening ceremony. Today, in the first league match of Pool B, Wangoi Higher Secondary School Imphal West derbed St. George School Hundung Ukruld 4-0. 7 schools from various districts of Manipur are competing in 2 pools. Tomorrow, 2 league matches will be played in the morning and 1 league match in the afternoon. The winning team of the ongoing tournament will represent Manipur at the 62nd International Under-17 Girls Subrata Mukherjee Football Tournament to be held in Delhi this September. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Meitei women folk slammed Manipur government for imposing curfew in valley areas to curtail peace rallies called by Kwaramban Imakai Hill Joint Coordination Committee demanding normalcy in Manipur. Mairapaibi women carried out widespread protest demonstration in valley area amidst total curfew, extending solidarity to Kwaramban Imakai Hill Joint Coordination Committee. Vehicles of protest rally organizers meet with accident at Wangjing Market and the Thobal police station. 1 women market vendor killed and 9 other sustained injuries. 5-member fact-finding delegations of All India Trinamool Congress arrived in Imphal on 2-day Manipur visit to take stock of prevailing crisis. Centre convenes all-party meeting ahead of monsoon session of Parliament to ensure smooth functioning of both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Centre decides to discuss Manipur issue in Parliament. Unidentified miscreants from Laishon village of Churachandpur district opened fire towards Tangjeng Kunjao under Sugno police station. Villagers of Tangjeng Kunjao placed a safer place again. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Prime Time Manipur Buletin. In the meantime, have a great evening and always stay safe.
We expressed our deepest loving condolences at the untimely demise of our dear friend Selina Gurumayung, who passed away on 16 July 2023, Sunday. She was a dear friend, and her absence will surely leave a void in our lives. We wish her